Good morning. In Mark chapter 4, Christ, after preaching a long day, to the multitudes, he gathers disciples and they get on the ship and he tells them that we must go to the other side, to the land of Gadara. But in the midst of the journey, there was a windstorm that came over the Sea of Galilee, and the windstorm began to beat upon the ship, and the ship began to take water. And the disciples all thought that they were going to die, so they went down below because Jesus was tired after preaching all day, hot summer day, he was tired. So they go down below and begin to wake Jesus. Jesus, wake up, wake up. We're about to die. Don't you care about us? And it was amazing to me that they're blaming Jesus for the storm in their lives. Over the summer, there was a storm that came in my life, my wife's life. And I remember coming home and crying, and I began to blame God, just like those disciples did. I said, God, why are you doing this to me? But isn't it a shameful fact that when a storm comes into our life, Christ is the first one to get chucked? And I began, God, you said that you'd be with me. And I'm crying, and I just shaking my fist up at the Lord. Then I began to make a couple phone calls, to let people know what was going on. And my phone began to get flooded with messages saying, well, we're praying for you. We're praying for you. We're praying for you. And it was during those prayers that my heart began to get comfort. You always hear of people going through storms, and they say that because of the prayers of the saints, that it made life more bearable. Well, I never experienced it until that day, until that afternoon. And my heart began to get settled, and I began, God, show yourself to me. Show yourself, please, God, please. Then hours later, God took the storm away. When my son come walking in that door, I said, God, thank you. Thank you. And then I was reminded about the disciples on the ship when they were complaining and blaming God. And God, I don't know if he went up on top of the deck and said, peace, be still. I like to think he just woke up and said, storm, shut up. And God rebuked it. And when you rebuke something, you're normally rebuking people. But it's as though God rebuked that rain as though that storm was caused by Satan himself. And I thank God because God said, Anthony, just trust me. I'll never leave you nor forsake you. And God reminded me again. He said that as a Christian, I need you to journey with me to the other side. The other side till we get to heaven. And as we're journeying with Christ to the other side, he's going to bring storms into our life. He's not going to tell you when they're coming. He's not going to tell you by what means. He just brings them. But we just have to be comfort enough to know that he wants us to bear with him and to journey with him to the other side. Thank you.